Hey guys, I'm Patrick and I'm one of the instructors here at Automotive Training Centers. Today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about air filters. The air filter is what is responsible for filtering all of the air that enters into the engine. So although it may seem like a very inexpensive and simple part, it's actually really important. So here's an example of an air filter out of this Kia Soul. We can see that we've removed it from the air filter box just down here. You can see that I'm going to position it back in place. So we just slide it in place over here. And then you can see on the front side of it, here and here, we've got two clips that hold it in place. And then on the back side of the filter housing, we've got a few tabs that lock in place just down here. So you want to make sure that when you are installing the air filter, whether it's the one that you've taken out or a new one, that you're closing off the air filter housing and that you're sealing it properly. You don't want to have any clips that are not fastened. You don't want to have anything left loose. You also want to make sure that you refasten these clamps here on the intake tube. If you've removed them, it's very important that you put everything back the way you found it so that there's no excess air, there's no outside air entering the engine. Another thing that you want to keep in mind when you're replacing the air filter is to have a look at this part of the intake. So typically what we find is in these corrugated areas here, oftentimes we see cracks that begin to happen. Sometimes they completely split apart and it'll cause things like a lean condition, it'll cause engine lights, things like that. In this particular case, that would not happen because we use what we call a MAP sensor, a manifold absolute pressure sensor, instead of a mass airflow sensor. So when we talk about the intake system, the air comes in from outside, gets filtered from the air filter, it travels through our intake tube, and then it enters into our intake manifold. On this particular vehicle, we've got an older style mechanical throttle that's controlled by throttle cables that hook up to the throttle pedal inside the vehicle. The air then continues on through the intake manifold, and if you can see down there, it then enters into 4 individual ports which enter into the engine. So as you can see, the air that passes through that filter is extremely important. It is what helps the engine breathe, it is what helps the engine run. So if we have dirty air or an air filter that's not able to do its job, we're going to get all of that dirt and all of that garbage entering the engine. So it's very important that we check our air filter, that we replace it regularly. Not only does it help with gas mileage, but it's going to help prevent anything from entering the engine that shouldn't be in there. Next time you check your air filter and you replace your air filter, have a look around the hood of your car, understand how everything works, how the air enters your engine, and have fun with it. Thanks for watching, guys.